Good morning. So today I'm actually walking from Aberfoyle to a place called Bucklyvie, I think. It's probably not pronounced that way. I'll write it on the screen and you can work out how it's pronounced. I'm actually following an old railway route. But yeah, I've never actually been this way before. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way to Bucklyvie or not. I guess I'll just see what the route's like. If I do go all the way over there, I think it's just under 6 miles there, and then obviously 6 miles back. So maybe it's going to be a 10-12 mile day. I guess we'll see. But yeah, it should be good. It's quite funny though, like when I first moved up here, when I first came to Aberfoyle, I always thought it was like really weird because like quite a few of the buildings in Aberfoyle, they do look like old railway, like something to do with the railway cottages, I guess. I didn't know at the time that there used to be a railway here, so yeah, it makes sense now. But yeah, it should be good. But yeah, this, where I'm at now, I've just read a little sign. There's a car park back there where the Wool Centre is. That apparently used to be where the station used to be in the end of the line. I think the railway was from Glasgow. Probably would have been from Glasgow. It makes more sense. It's kind of a shame. I mean, I'm glad it's not here now because like I get to walk here. I won't be able to walk if there's a railway, but at the same time I actually think like a little railway from Glasgow would be really good for the villages out here. So that up there, that's Fairy Hill. I've got a video for that, I'll put that above. I love this time of year, like seeing all the spider webs with the dew in the sunlight. I think it's really beautiful. But yeah, I'm kind of annoyed at myself. I've got it in my head that I kind of want to make an apple and bramble crumble. Yeah, there's a road just there. I'll be leaving it soon though, I think. Yeah, I want to make an apple and bramble crumble, and I figured there'd be lots of bramble stuff around here. So I actually put a baggie aside so I could collect some for my crumble, but I forgot it. I don't think I've got anything to carry. And I don't think I've actually got anything that I can actually carry the blackberries in, so I guess I'll just have to eat them here and just have an apple crumble without the blackberries. But yeah, I love this time of year. It's September, by the way. Just the sunlight is so nice this time of year, and like with the trees turning, there's fruits. I mean, I say this like all the times of year. Like I love all the seasons, but changing seasons. I think I like the cusp of different seasons. You know, winter to spring, summer to autumn. Not so much autumn to winter. That's a bit. Yeah, the river is just down through the trees there. Oh god, I can't remember what the river is. So if you're doing the Fairy Hill loop, that's where you come out, or go down if you want to do it. So yeah, I've done that bit before. I'm now going to go into new territory. So yeah, it says to Cobbleland. Don't know how we're pronouncing this. That's this way. I've never actually heard of that. I don't know if that's where I'm going. I guess we'll find out. So I've kind of been ignoring them, but all the way from here to Aberfoyle, probably all the way down to this Cobbleland, which I've just found out. I looked at the map and it's a campsite. But yeah, there's these pictures. I've ignored them. I just saw the owl back there, which sort of brought my attention to them, but I have been ignoring them. I think I read that it's kids that have done them from a local school. I'm not really sure why. There is a sign back in Aberfoyle. I remember last time when I did the Ferry Hill walk, seeing them. I'm sure I read about them. I'm pretty sure it's kids for some reason. It's maybe about the environment or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, they're all the way along, which probably if you wanted to, you could stand and look at them all. They're probably quite interesting. Which would add a bit of interest to the walk. But yeah, I've been in my own little world and merrily ignoring them. I've actually been thinking a lot about that crumble that I'm not going to make now. There's a lot of elderberries out at the minute, and I'm thinking like apple and elderberry is a really nice combination, and I'm really sad that I didn't bring a little baggie to collect some elderberries and some blackberries for my crumble, but never mind. But yeah, now I'm starting to look at them. They're kind of cool, some of these. I think that's supposed to be a deer. Yeah, it's a deer. But yeah, probably at the end of the video I'll find the sign and see what they are actually all about. Oh, we've got a turtle here, or a tortoise. Yeah, plastic hurts me. Yeah, I think it's about the environment. I think obviously they're coming from that way back to Aberfoyle, so might make more sense going the other way. Okay, so I think through that trees there's a campsite. I think that's the Cobbleland that I saw the sign for. I'm actually diverting away from it now, but I think looking at the map there's a path through it, and I might be able to get back to Aberfoyle through the forest. So I might actually do that on the way back. I don't know, I'll see. I probably will do that though. So those are the places that you can go to from here. Yeah, I might go back that way. It actually looks quite a nice campsite. There's a river like just in front of it. I'll see later, but I think I'm going down here. My map's not updating, but I think it's this way. Which should take me... See, I haven't overly researched where I'm going today. I just kind of wanted to treat myself to a bit of a surprise, but see, like from Stirling across to like, I guess Drimmen kind of way. I think it's all the Forth Valley, I'm not sure. But way back when, that used to be the sea, all the way up there. And I think after the sea it was just like marshlands, and as a result there's like a massive peat bog. There's a nature reserve, Flanders Moss, further towards Stirling from here. I love going there. I will probably eventually do a video there. It's only like a small walk, but yeah, I really like it there. It's really peaceful. But yeah, the way this route goes, it kind of looks like it's going to be going across like a different part of the moss, I think. Yeah, this is the main road over towards Glasgow and all that. I can hear a dog barking. I really hope that dog's contained. That was an awful lot of dogs. We've got donkeys as well. Yeah, lots and lots of dogs. Thankfully, the fence looked pretty solid, so pretty safe from them all. But yeah, I think I would have turned around if some dogs were able to get out on the track. There was way too many of them. So these pink flowers here, I forget the name, it's something balm. They're an invasive plant, like massively so. I absolutely hate the smell of them though. The bees seem to like them, mind. Yeah, they smell like rubber or something. It's disgusting. So yeah, this is the valley that I was talking about. Yeah, it stretches all the way out to the estuary, River Forth. And yeah, I don't know if we class this as a Forth Valley over here, because like I'm actually nearer Glasgow over here, and the watershed, like we're going that way now. So I don't know if it's got a different name over this way, but it's like the upper end of the Forth Valley. But yeah, it's just marshland really. I think there's Lake of Menteith somewhere over there. That's all farmed around there, but then it goes back into like marshland on the other side. So I think like back in the day this was all farmland, but I think there's like an effort to like restore it back to peat bog. So yeah, this is what I came to see. But I have to say, there's a weird feeling around here. Like, it's lovely, I'm enjoying it, but it feels very ominous, if that's the word. Like, I don't know, I feel like the hairs on the back of my neck's tingling a wee bit. I don't know if it's because like this unforecast rain coming in that's just making it feel a bit close, but I don't know, I just feel quite on edge actually over this bit. To the point I'm just like looking at the map, because like I was supposed to come back this way. Like I was thinking of diverting at that campsite, but I was gonna come back this way. But I was just looking at the map, and there might be a diversion where it's going to add quite a few miles onto the day, but like at Gartmore, I think if I walk across to Gartmore, if I can go back through the forest over to Aberfoyle. So yeah, maybe that might be an option, so I can avoid coming back through this bit, because I mean it's beautiful to look at. It's just giving me the heebie-jeebies slightly. It doesn't help there's like things in there. Like as I came in, there's like a lot of signs like saying there's guard dogs patrolling and high security. I'm not sure what was going on over there, but that's kind of put me on edge a wee bit. Probably nothing sinister, but I don't know, just weird vibes. But that being said, I obviously walked disused railways before, and they do tend to feel that way sometimes, disused railways in parts. But yeah, I'm hoping like it opens up a wee bit and feels a bit nicer as I get along. But yeah, somewhere soon there should be a track going right. I'm going to go past it, but I think maybe on the way back I might be able to walk through it and go over through the forest, maybe. But yeah, it's beautiful. There's buzzards, young buzzards, circling and making a racket, which is lovely. Pretty cool how we've gone into a complete different terrain. I still think I'm in the like peat bog land, but obviously this has been forestry at some point in the game. I think it looks like we've left it since harvesting. Yeah, such a difference. But yeah, it's about to rain, and seeing how like the rain showers have been lately, like torrential, I'm slightly concerned. It was not forecast, and because it wasn't forecast I was really stupid and didn't bring any waterproofs, because this was meant to be a nice like warm day walk. But anyway, I should know better by now, but it's warm so it's fine, I'll be fine. So that's the rain past, I think. I got away with it. It doesn't look like there's anything coming in anytime soon. Probably be more showers later though. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain, this camera, like not being waterproof. I have to pack it down every time it rains. Yeah, my new camera, the Action 4, it's actually away on its holidays. My partner's away in Mexico and he's going to be snorkeling with turtles and fish and stuff. So he wanted a camera that could go underwater, obviously, to video or photograph those things, which would be really cool. I'm quite looking forward to seeing some turtles. But yeah, I'll let him take that, and I'm back at my old. I've got the DJI Osmo Pocket 2, I think. And do you know what? It's a decent camera. Like I used it for quite a while before getting the new one, and like I debated the new one because like the camera quality isn't really much different in my new one. Maybe the picture's a wee bit more saturated, but there's not much in it. Like you probably won't notice much difference between the two. But like my new one is like so much easier in terms of like usability. Like for example, when you get a rain shower, like it's waterproof, so I can just keep using it. It's just like a little block, so I can just fire it in my pocket all the time. And like you just turn it on and it automatically starts recording. And then when like you finish recording, you just click a button and it turns itself off and fire it in your pocket. It's all good. Whereas this one, like it's not waterproof, so every time it rains it has to go in a little baggie in the back. When I record, like I have to turn it on, turn the gimbal around so it's pointing away from me, and then I have to press record, and then it has to like wait a few seconds while some with the SD card kicks in, and then when like I'm not recording, like I have to put it in a little case if I want to put it in my pocket because of the little gimbal head, which is cute. I do like it. And it's stuff like I never used to bother me at all. Like I was used to it, but after using my other one and going back to this one, it's getting quite infuriating. Like so many extra steps that are just a bit unnecessary. But yeah, if you're deciding between the DJI Osmo Pocket system or the Action system, I think we're on to pocket 3 now, which might be better than this one. I would definitely recommend the Action. It's like so much easier to use. I do think the picture in this is a wee bit smoother than mine, but I don't think it's noticeable. But yeah, that's a little bit of tech review if you're interested at all. But yeah, this is a very straight route. Oh, there's someone up ahead. I've not seen anyone for ages. Are they acting normal? Yeah, it's just a walker. Yeah, I was also wondering while it was raining there, when you start the West Highland Way, which isn't far from here, one guy, there's a railway, a disused railway, which goes past the Dungoyne distillery, I think. I'm wondering, am I on the same railway system? I feel like I probably am. Like, it makes sense if this was going to Glasgow, that was nearer Glasgow, because that's quite cool. If I'm kind of on the West Highland Way, but a distance away. Actually, I don't think I'm that far away, because I mean, obviously you can't see, but through there's a wee hill. I'm pretty certain it's Conic Hill. So, yeah, that's my thoughts while it was raining there. Okay, so I think I'm at a junction here, so I think if I go down there later, I can get across to Gartmore and then into the forest and back to Aberfoyle. I think I'm going to do that. But I'm actually going to just follow this a wee bit further, maybe another mile or so, towards... So I've been calling it Bucklyvie, but I think I was just speaking to someone and they call it Bucklyvie? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to go down here a little bit because I think it's going to open up again and I'll get to see a bit more of the marshland, whatever you call it. But yeah, I was talking to a guy and he did say, like, the way I was going, there might be a main road. Well, looking at the map, I think I just crossed the main road. But it is quite a main road, I think, so that'll be fun. But yeah, I feel like going that way instead of like the way I came. I have enjoyed the route, the way I've came, but I just fancy a bit of variety, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm just going to go down here maybe a mile or so and find somewhere to have my sandwiches, I think. So I'm not sure if I clarified before when I said it was oppressive, this route. It was only for that bit at the beginning. It's actually been really nice. But yeah, I'm probably going to turn around quite soon actually, because we are going to be getting up to, I think, the village that shall not be named is just up there somewhere. So I'm probably just going to walk a wee bit further down here. And then I'm thinking maybe up there for my lunch. Right, yeah, this is wonderful. This is like an extension of the peat bog, the nature reserve that I was saying. I don't know who owns this, but I did see Forth River Trust. I think they're contributors to the Flanders Moss Nature Reserve. It seems like a whole big thing that they're doing to like restore this valley. But yeah, this seems like it's very similar to Flanders Moss over here, but different. I love it. It's great. I can see like a little hut or something further on, so I'm just going to go and see what that is, and then probably turn back, to be honest. But yeah, this is wonderful. Well, I don't know what this is. Clearly a thing dropped by a helicopter. Yeah, I don't know. I guess something to do with, I think it was Forestry Commission here at some point of the game, so maybe something for that. Yeah, don't know. Had electric at some point. Yeah, I guess it's something for workers. I don't know. Okay, but I say it was something for workers. Oh, look at the spiders going at it. Right, but look, it's welded shut. What is in this? Like, why would you weld shut? Like, I can understand like dropping it here and abandoning it for like forest workers and stuff, but why would you need to weld it shut? Oh, no. I was going to say like maybe it's like a big power bank and then people could plug into it, but it plugs the other way. Oh, that's a mystery. What does it say? No entry. Well, people are not going to be able to enter it because it's got welded shut. Apparently, like, I'm not going to climb up because... Am I going to climb up? No, I'm probably not going to climb up, but I wonder what's up the top there. Okay, I climbed up. There's nothing up top. It's a mystery. I don't know what it is. It's a mysterious welded shut box. I'm going to go and get my sandwiches now. And try not to think too much about what that is. There's a logo on it. I'm going to look that up when I get home. Oh, that's going to bug me forever. So lunch has been postponed. I was going to sit here and have my lunch, but it's just started raining just as I got here, which is very inconvenient. So I'm going to pack away the camera again, and I will be back whenever it stops raining. And then maybe I'll have my sandwich. I knew I should have had it earlier, but never mind. Okay, so screw the fact that my cameras are waterproof. I think I've just seen an otter, which I think it's an otter or a beaver. I was literally just like looking at the stream. There's like some branches that look like they've been chewed, and I was sort of thinking, oh, it looks like beaverish, and then I literally just saw something like swim under. I think it's an otter though. I've just seen a few glimpses of it. Needless to say, I'm going to sit here for 10 minutes to see if it comes out again. Whatever it was amazing. Okay, I've been sat here for about 20 minutes and there's been no more signs. It was heading off upstream, so I guess it was going on its own adventure. I'm going to have my lunch here though, I think. Just stay here a wee bit longer in case it comes back. So sandwich of the day. It's a very squashed cheese and pickle. I actually made the pickle myself. Being into growing radishes at the minute. I'm pickling, so it's a radish and onion pickle with some cheese, and I've also got some chutney in there which my dad made. So it's finally stopped raining and I can get my cameras out again. Oh, that was amazing seeing that otter. I didn't get it on camera or anything, it never came back, but I got to see it, so never mind. It was really good. I was just thinking though, it's amazing, like, it's a recent thing, but like in the last, like 5-10 years ago, if I'd seen a mammal in the water, my immediate assumption would be otter. I love that now. It's like, oh, is that an otter or is that a beaver that I've just seen? I think that's really cool. But yeah, it was an otter, that's all. My initial response, I thought it was a beaver, just because I'd literally been looking at the tree that had been chewed and I was thinking that looks a bit beaverish, and then I saw the animal, I was like, oh my god. But yeah, no, it was definitely an otter. But yeah, so cool. This is a fantastic walk, highly recommend it. I've come from that junction now, I'm heading towards Gartmore, and then I'm going to head through the forest. I'm going to be a bit easy on the videoing from now on because this city camera I hadn't realised how bad the battery is, but it's not got much left on it, so I'm just going to highlight the best bits now going forward. Oh, it's so good though. So stoked, just ran across in front of me. What a day for the mustelids. Just need to see a weasel now, and I think that's the trio, isn't it? Oh, he'll be in there somewhere. So it's just coming to this A road. Don't think there's like a footpath or anything to walk on, so I'm gonna have to watch it and walk on the verge, I think, if I need to. I don't think I'm on it for long. I'm just gonna like go up it slightly and then across to another road, and then sort of start heading back towards Aberfoyle. Yeah, it's got this view from here. That's Conic Hill up there. Okay, so it's actually a very small stretch of road I need to get across. It's literally just there. It's not the best though. You are supposed to come into oncoming traffic, but I'm absolutely not going to do that. That is too much of a blind corner. I'm going to go over to the other side where there's a grass verge. Slightly cars coming, sorry. Yeah, there's no cars coming behind, I can see quite far back, so it should be good. So I'm now looking for a road on the right, which I'm going to go down, and that should take me near to that campsite that I was talking about earlier, and from there I can either go back along the railway or through the woodland. I don't know, I'm making up as I go along at this point, vaguely. But yeah, I have actually just been thinking, so either before I walk or after I walk I kind of map it out on my commute app, At the minute, like, I keep it all private, it's just for my own interest, but I have wondered, like, surely there's a way that I can share that file. I mean, I have downloaded other people's GPX files, I think they're called, like, of other routes, so there is a way that I could share these routes. So like today's route is great. It would be kind of cool to share that. So that's what I'm actually going to learn to do this week, is like translate from my commute app to something shareable. I kind of thought maybe that'd be something I could put on my Patreon account, which, by the way, link below. You can join for free, or it's £1 a month. It's entirely up to you. Same content. It is a bit stagnated on there at the minute because, like, I don't really know what to share, like, other than like what I already post to Instagram and stuff. So I'm struggling a bit with it at the minute. But I feel like if I could learn how to share my actual routes, I could do that, and that could be like a Patreon only thing. Because there's like other routes that I do aside from like what I do videos of, and obviously I know a lot of really nice walks, and I'm always like learning new walks, and I actually really like making routes and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do this week, so I will update you on how that is in probably the next video I do. Okay, so I was chatting to a guy earlier and he said that there's a path next to our kennels, and that takes me back to where the campsite is. I think that's it, but I don't know. I don't really fancy it, so I'm actually going to go up to Gartmore. So where I said then I'm looking for a road to the right and I'm going back to that campsite thing, I've immediately changed my mind. I'm going to Gartmore, and then from Gartmore I'm going to go through the forest to Aberfoyle, which should be about 5 miles from here, so should be good. So this is Gartmore. I've never actually been here before, although I feel like I have, but I haven't. Gorgeous houses here. So that's me off the road now into the forest, back to Aberfoyle. I think we've got a couple of miles of forest. Yeah, I think it goes back near where the fairy tree is, so I should be in familiar ground before too long. But yeah, I am very pleased with today's choices I've made. Like, I think I said at the beginning of the video that I was just going to like walk along the railway and back again. But I feel like splitting off and coming back this way, like I've getting to experience like so much more, and I'm getting to go through the forest, which, I mean, Aberfoyle's forests are fantastic, and it's like the only reason why I usually come to Aberfoyle is to go to a forest walk. So it actually kind of felt weird to like do the railway and not be going into the forest, if that makes sense, but I'm going into the forest, so it's all good. So I've just passed some really good dog owners. So I think I've mentioned before, like I'm a wee bit nervous of dogs. Big ones anyway, little ones are fine. And most owners kind of just let the dogs run up to people, and like 9 times out of 10, like that's fine, the dog's fine. But it always like gives me a little heart attack when a dog comes running up to me. Like it's fine if it ends up being a friendly dog, like it's all good. Like I like dogs, so like if it's friendly, I don't mind it running up to me. But there's always like a moment where I'm like, shit, is that dog friendly or is it gonna go at me? And like sometimes they do, like the owners will tell me like the dog's friendly, but the dog will like still have a snap at me because I guess it can like tell I'm nervous. Anyway, these two, like, anyway, this couple just like came into view with the dogs and they immediately put the dogs on the lead. And I was like, that is so good, I love that. And like they said, the dogs are friendly, they just don't want them running up to people. Like, how good is that? So yeah, saw some dogs, didn't have a heart attack. Yeah, I think like everyone who goes out hiking, walking, whatever you call it, like everyone seems to have a thing. Like I know a lot of people have a thing around cows. I personally have a thing around dogs, and I don't think that's unusual. Yeah, I think everyone has a thing. So I'm back in familiar territory. So that's the way I'm going back to Aberfoyle. That's the fairy hill up there. That way goes back to, I think, I pointed it out earlier. It goes back to like the old railway line. And that's the way I just came from. Actually, I just met a guy coming down there. And he told me like, there was like a little path going off. He said like, you can go over there. It's called Bluebell Wood apparently, so I'm going to assume a lot of bluebells, but apparently that comes down on the other side, near the Cobble Land, I think he said it's pronounced, the campsite. So I'm going to do that in May next year, because Bluebell Wood sounds like there'll be a lot of bluebells, so I'm going to do that. It's actually incredible how quickly beavers are populating the waterways. Like literally, like just in the time that I've lived up here, like they're springing up all over the place, and I'm fairly certain they're not being released. I think it's just like a natural occurrence. Yeah, it's actually quite funny. There's a nature reserve up at Doon-Gatti Nature Reserve. I've kind of been near it. I've never actually bothered to go into it. But yeah, they made a big thing about like the released beavers up there, but like they're everywhere else. So I feel like they were a bit late to the party with that. I mean, it's still great what they're doing up there. Like I think they've like created a whole new habitat, and like it seems like a really cool place. I should go someday. But yeah, they're everywhere, and I will see one eventually. But yeah, I do wonder like the amount that they're spreading, and obviously populating areas, like they're very protected at the minute, but I do wonder if in like 10-20 years time they're actually then going to be a problem and they'll be back to culling them, and so the cycle will all begin again. So this is me nearly back at the van. So I'm just going to end the video here. So as always, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate it and thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.